Today I want to do a goalkeeper tutorial. I have people always message me, ask if I could do more goalkeeper videos. Well, for all you goalkeepers out there, today I'm going to do a video for you, but please understand I have no experience playing goalkeeper. In fact, I stay away from playing goalkeeper by any means necessary because I truly believe you have to be insane to want to have balls kicked at you every day of your life. But if you're brave enough to be a goalkeeper, I commend you, and I made this video to help you out with some tactical ideas for playing the goalkeeper position. Okay, so I have a few ideas. I'll just run through them quickly here before this takes too long. The first thing you want to always think about is cutting down angles. So if I'm playing in the middle of the net here, okay, and the player has the ball, I don't want to come out like this. I want to come down at an angle that's going to cut down his shooting angles. Okay, so always think about, am I cutting down his shooting angles as much as possible? If I'm coming out like on my near post like this, I'm leaving the whole back post. So I want to come out somewhere like this where I'm showing him a little bit of the near post, but really hiding that back post, making it very difficult for him. So if he does try to hit it to that back post, I'm gonna have it covered. And obviously it's hard for me to illustrate on this small board, but think about shutting down his angles, okay? So when you're training, when you're practicing, try to come out and close down shots, and then after the shot, just turn around where you're standing and look, okay, did I cover my angles really well, or was I showing too much of this far post or too much of this near post, okay? So always think about cutting down the angles. If he's coming from a different side, okay, your positioning is gonna be different. And also, if I'm staying too far on my line, then I'm really leaving the angles open. If I'm coming out more to shut down the angle, then that makes it much more difficult for him to get a shot on goal, okay? So always think about closing down the shooting angles as best as possible and reviewing, especially in practice, okay? The shot was taken, turn around, look at your net. Was I closing down the angles properly? Do I need to go more to my left this time? Do I need to go more to my right? And it's just about becoming comfortable with your goal, always knowing where your goal is as a goalkeeper. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is owning your box. So first of all, if anyone's coming in here and they're gonna have a shot on net, you need to be coming out and scaring the living bleep out of them, because this is your box. If people feel comfortable in your box, like they're not gonna get clean, they're not gonna get tackled hard, again, you need to be coming out quickly, sliding down, taking out the player, taking the ball first. Obviously, you don't wanna draw penalties, but he needs to be scared when he sees you coming out, okay? Think about players like Manuel Neuer or Oliver Kahn back in the day, Peter Schmeichel, scary goalkeepers, okay? You came into their box and they were gonna kill you before they let you score. So you need to think about that, owning your box. And that's leading into the point that I wanted to address, which is crosses and corners. So anything that's coming whipped into this area, you need to be the first person coming out and punching that ball away, okay? You can't be afraid to punch someone in the face if it means getting to that ball first. And if you do go through the ball a couple times, the ball gets played in and you come and clean it, and you clean the player as well, okay, the next time that cross comes in, believe me, they're not even gonna attempt for it, okay, and that's just gonna be an easy ball for you to catch and then distribute. Okay, but I want you to think about, obviously, you're not always gonna go for the ball. If the ball's way out here and you're coming for it, okay, you're screwing your team over. So you have to know when to come and when to stay. But anything in this 6-yard box, if you feel you have a real chance for it, go for it strong. And you may make the wrong decision throughout your development process, but that's part of it. That's part of learning. Okay, last time I went for that certain area, that didn't work out well, so I'm gonna stay in here. But you need to be the owner. You need to command this area, okay? Punch that ball, come and claim it. The best thing that you can do as a keeper when a deadly cross is played in, if you can come and just punch that ball out to one of your teammates, or even better, catch that ball if you're confident enough to catch it, you feel you have enough time, you can get there first, catch that ball and just alleviate all the pressure. That is just a godsend for your defenders. They'll be so thankful. It will take so much pressure off your team. But if every time a cross is played in, your defenders know you're too scared and you're just staying on your line, Okay, you're a real liability for your team. So learn to come and win that ball. Be brave. Put your body on the line. Put your fists on the line. Remember, you can jump higher with your hands than anyone can with their head. So come and own this area. Own your box, especially on crosses and corners. All right, so next thing I want to talk about is being quick off your line. So let's say that the ball is here and it's played in and guy's on a breakaway, okay? The worst thing you can do is hesitate and then come and just be very hesitant, okay? If you're gonna come. Like if you feel that you can get there first, come and be strong. Look at guys like Manuel Neuer. I know Lloris is very good off his line, okay? But the only way you're gonna be good off your line is if you're reading the play. If you're reacting to the play, okay, the ball's played into here and then you react, chances are he's gonna go around you and pass it in your net, okay? But if you're anticipating the play, you know the through ball is coming, okay, the ball was played a little heavy, you were there quick, boom, you clear that ball, whatever, you pass it to a teammate or chip it to a teammate over here, job well done. But the only way you're gonna be able to do that is if you're reading the play. So think about being very quick off your line, okay? If the ball is coming and you're quick off your line, okay, you're gonna have a much better chance than if you're staying in your net, scared to come out and waiting and just giving him a free shot, okay? And again, this is like coming for the ball in your box. There's gonna be times in your development process, in your youth, in the beginning, when you come for the ball and you were too slow, but you wanted to come out in pressure, but you were too slow and you just walked around and you tapped it in the back of your net. But there's also going to be times when you come out and he has a heavy touch or the through ball is played too hard and you come and you clean that ball and it feels really good and you're like, okay, yes, that's what I need to do. So you're going to have to learn when to come, when not to come, but when you do decide to come, go with that intensity, go with that intention to win the ball, and even if you have to take the player out, you're going to get that ball first. All right, so the other thing I want to talk about is support play. So I'm sure this is like the new craze for goalkeepers, but this is the way that the game is going. Okay, when your team is in possession of the ball, you're just like another center half. You're like another sweeper, okay? You're an outlet. So let's say our player's on the ball and he gets turned, he has to come backwards. You need to be here to support. And you're just a link-up man, okay? You get that ball and you keep it moving. But you're involved in the game. If you're just sitting here on your line, you're actually letting your teammates down because they'll get the ball here and they have no one to pass to, and they get closed down and they end up winning possession. The other team ends up winning possession, okay? So you need to be involved in the play, and if he does turn and you need support, yes, you call for that ball and you get it. I recommend receiving the ball outside of your goal, okay? So it's dangerous to receive the ball here as compared to receiving the ball, come to the side, receive the ball here, okay? Then you can clear that ball up into the striker or you can play that ball across. But when you're receiving the ball here, we've all seen those nightmares. The goalkeeper goes to take a touch and it bobbles and it goes into the net, okay? But if you come to the side of your net to receive the ball, then you're eliminating any chance of that happening, okay? And just like anything, you want to be involved in the play, okay? So if you're quiet, you're not involved, there's going to be a time when someone makes a bad pass and because you weren't involved, you get caught out, okay? But if you're always involved in the play, you're always calling for the ball if they need support, okay? You just play that link-up man. You just give the ball to the other player, keep it moving, but that's really important, okay? Last thing I want to talk about is distribution from the back, okay? So let's say the other team has a shot, they take a shot on net, you win the ball, okay? You want to think about quick distribution, quick and quality distribution, okay? So you have to become comfortable throwing the ball out, and this should be just like a driven pass. If it's slow to get there, it gives everyone time to come and close this player down. But if you can whip that ball out there and he takes one touch, boom, we're already attacking. Okay, so think about really quick and quality distribution, just like a hard driven pass. Your throws and your rolls have to be hard and strong. They have to get there with purpose, okay? When you're playing the ball from like a goal kick or a drop kick, don't just kick it up there and expect your teammates to do the work of getting the ball, okay? Give a good pass. Give a good, strong pass and make it accurate so they can actually deal with it. He can bring it down or he can head it into a player like this, or if you're playing to the striker, give him a chance to win the ball so he can flick it into space for someone to run onto, okay? But don't just kick it. And personally, when I'm playing striker, the worst thing is when the goalkeeper drop kicks the ball and it goes so high in the air and you have to head it or bring it down. I would much rather you put the ball on the ground and drive a nice pass that I can actually deal with. I can chest it, or I can actually get a header on it that's not gonna leave me concussed. Okay, so think about those ideas. Distribution from the back, make sure it's quality. And when you get that ball, if your team is in a need to attack, okay, we're down 1-0 or we're tied and we need to score, you start the pace of the game. You set the pace with your urgency. Throw that ball out. Or if a guy's in space, whip that ball out there to him or kick it out to him, okay? You set the pace with your distribution. If, on the other hand, we're winning and we want to slow the pace of the game down, okay, you take your time. Let your team get up the field. Let them get up the field. If someone comes short, that's fine. We'll play out the back. We'll keep possession. But if you want everyone to get up the field, take their time, good. Then you play that ball, but again, make sure it's quality. Don't just kick it up there. Kick it to someone and give it to them in a way that they can actually deal with. Okay, remember, be a beast in your box. This is your area. Own that area. Crosses, corners, people dribbling into your box on breakaways, okay? Make sure the next time they come in that box, they don't want to see you. They're scared of you. They're already thinking of you. They can hear your footsteps, okay? So command this area. Be quick off your line. Always support. And remember to cut down the shooting angles as much as possible. Okay, I hope that helps. If you're a goalkeeper, please like, comment, share this video, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.